Hey everyone, today we're in the custom pack, and this custom pack is set up for the Sea Anemone, and I'm not sure if this video is going to come out before a different 4 squad video I have, using the owl, buffalo, llama, macaque, stuff like that. But yeah, that's what this pack's set up for, and the reason I mentioned the other video is because it's from the same pack, and I got a really insane run that actually does not use the pet that we're looking for here, and so I decided to just make a separate video there. So kind of similar setup, but this video we're starting on turn 5 because I have a good amount of bonus clips just showing the sheer power of these 4 squads when you use the Sea Anemone with it. So if you haven't seen the typical 4 squad setup, the first pet you typically take is the owl. The owl at the start of turns summons a level 1 mouse, meaning you only need 4 pets on your team. So right now I am not utilizing the owl ability, and typically that's what I do until I get it level 2 or until I get another pet on my team that can help with the 4 squad synergy. So you see, we brought in the buffalo over the llama, and the reason I do that is because the llama is really consistent in a 4 squad. If you're doing like a weasel or a manta ray, or I don't know, maybe some other 4 squad builds, it works really well. In this case, you'll see the buffalo works better for this build, partially because you sell the mouse, and you already have one of the 3 triggers you need on the buffalo to gain your stats. The buffalo also gains +2 attack, +2 health, which you can pretty much guarantee 1 trigger per round. The llama gains +1 attack, +2 health. So the buffalo gains more stats as long as you can get at least 1 trigger per round. So you can see already from the pivot, the team is strong, and we have the Babusi force buffing the buffalo, and there's the Sea Anemone. So now every time we get the level 2 mouse, the apple gives us a 2/2 buff, we get 2 gold from the mouse, and we get a 1/1 buff from the Sea Anemone. So it works out perfect. We level up into Zebra, which is the best buy-sell unit that I'm looking for. Unfortunately, it hits the Babusi, and the Babusi is not staying on this team, so not the end of the world though, because the sheer power of this team, the sheer amount of stats we have, we're so far ahead of the curve. We don't need this Babusi with these stats. So you're about to see us go crazy. So I'm gonna slow it for a second. Little zebra buffs. So it's turn 9, and we just got over 2020 in stats. So let's remember that. Turn 9, we were below 2020 on everything. Level 2 Sea Anemone would be great. Not sure if I skipped any buy sells, but I think at certain points when I'm close to level ups and whatnot, I will forego all the scaling and just push the level up, and then the next round go hard on the scaling again. I don't know, they're kind of little risks I take. Sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't. Other times I play it consistent though, so it just kind of depends what I'm feeling in the run. Chocolate shows up, so I don't need the blobfish. And bring in the seagull. It's turn 10. That's a pretty late seagull, but if you have not seen the typical buy-sell setup, the seagull gives a friend summon the same perk that it has. So if you're doing buy-sell, you give the seagull rice, so the units, when you sell them, it gives you 2 extra gold. Essentially, it costs you nothing to buy your first couple units. There's the rice. Sorry we're going so crazy freezing everything in the shop, but that's what you gotta do when you run these teams. And wasn't it just turn 9 we barely got over 2020, and our buffalo is gonna be reaching 50-50 soon, which is kind of crazy. And the reason I froze the confito is because the buffalo, but I want to make sure he gets 50-50 as quick as possible so the Sea Anemone can focus buffs on the other units. And yeah, you saw the level up on the seagull was perfect, reset some triggers. There's another seagull, let's reset triggers again. And keep the train rolling. There's a pill bug there I could have sold, but didn't quite want it. And this buffalo was under 2020, and in 2 rounds we got it to 50-50. 2 rounds, 3 rounds, something like that. Still, insane. Absolutely insane. And yeah, he can solo right now teams with no equipment, by the way. No equipment on this team. Just sheer stats, sheer powers, no equipment, no battle abilities, and a pure 4 squad. Typically, you'll see in all the bonus, typically in these teams, and you'll see it in this pack, you run Macaque. And Macaque with Owl is a great combo because the Owl summons at the start of turn, you sell the mouse, get money, have a great stat generation turn, and then in battle, the Macaque will summon the orangutan, and you'll have 5 units in battle. So, like I said, the Conpito with the buffalo worked great, but you see I froze the Ammonite. And if you've seen the Ammonite Mimic Octopi videos, I have a good one. Flame just came out recently with a really good one. Yeah, let's get back into the battle. I mean, look at our stats compared to them. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So the chocolates and stuff, when you're running Owl, you got to remember anything in the shop you want to use, you got to use before you sell the mouse. It creates very awkward situations with pills. If I had a pill frozen for this Ammonite, I wouldn't be able to use the pill because I sell the mouse, it replaces the pill, then I bring in the Ammonite. So anytime you want to pill something with an Owl team, you basically need to find a pill bug and freeze it, or find a pill during your turn after you sell the mouse. A little awkward, but you could, as long as you know that, you make it work. I don't think I realized that for a bit, or some of the earlier games I think I ran into issues with that, and then I realized and adjusted. I think this buffalo would have been like a 70-70 by now. I mean, it's just, and look at that, 4 gold left, Ammonite pill, get the XP, which is nice, in case we want to start using our crow chocolates. It's just ridiculous. And at this point in the run, it's like, the team is so strong, you've gotten so much good scaling, just start turning everything into a Mimic Octopus, or just start throwing Conpitos out there, right? I didn't have too many in-battle ability units in this pack, but I could have easily switched out some tier 5 and 6 units for some really good in-battle ability, you know, leopard, lionfish type units, and you just Conpito your way once you get to this point, and it's just ridiculous. It's just not even a test. Even, by the way, absolutely no equipment. It's pure stats. We have 1 in-battle ability now, but I think you see what I'm trying to do here. Freeze the Conpito. I do not want to use the Conpito yet. Should have sold that mouse to get the 50 seagull, but it's okay. And yeah, I wasn't satisfied, so I'm trying to throw intentionally. We have 3 hearts, 9 wins. I wanted the full 50 team, right? So I'm not sure if I was able to throw, but luckily they have a really good team, so we get the draw, which is perfect. Let's have a little more fun. Conpito the Owl into a level 3 llama. Just so ridiculous. So unnecessary. Like I said, I didn't have too many in-battle ability units. Yeah, 3 50-50s across the board in, what, 6 turns? So that's pretty good. And there is the ultimate Conpito for this pack. We turned the Owl, which generated the level 3 mouse out of battle at the start of turn. Now we have a Macaque, so now we just got a 36-36 buff in battle. Now we have a 5 squad. It's literally perfect. Let's use our seagull triggers. It would be incredible if I like bought a mongoose and got coconut for the Macaque, right? But I was having fun with it. I'm surprised I even put that popcorn on. I know previous runs I was going for no equipment at all. But I think at this point I was like, alright, there is a chance, you know, you can run into Goliaths in custom packs. So there's a chance we lose. If we lose, I just want to be prepared to win because that was an insane Conpito. Look at this team now. 50, 100, 150. I mean, it's like 4.5 50/50s on our team. Oh, Mr. Hippo, you're trying. Go back to Turtle Pack. Yeah, absolutely insane. The sheer power of this 4 squad. I'm going to run straight into some bonus clips just to show you like the turn number, what the stats are, and what the battles look like. And these bonus clips I'm showing, it was about every other game I was getting builds like this in the pack. So you could pretty much do whatever you want. It didn't really necessarily require a big high roll. You just pick and choose what pets, right? Some games I wouldn't run macaque, some games I wouldn't run sea anemone. I think this is the only seagull game I ran in like 6 to 8 games I ran in this custom pack. So yeah, let's get into the bonus. All right, first bonus clip here. It is turn 10. We have 6 wins, 3 hearts. And yeah, really good shot frozen. It's the same owl buy sell, but no seagull rice. So we're just going pure stats, kind of like OG scaling plus the llama buffalo scaling. And yeah, you're gonna see what's gonna happen here. Walrus on the level up is incredible. Just take the buy sells, try to get more triggers, more stats. And you can see turn 10, like the stats we have. This is a really good toy team. They're still building though. That is the one good thing about custom packs, is you can catch a lot of teams pivoting. You know, as rough as custom packs is at times, you can get really lucky with the RNG in your matchups and catch a lot of teams pivoting. I think it's also, you know, winning early but not being on perfect or flawless. Then a lot of teams with like 4 lives at this point will be like, okay, I don't mind losing a couple. Which is what I do all the time. And yeah, sorry I missed it on my ramble. We brought the walrus in. We pilled it. Would have been fine with it hitting anything, and look what it hits. Hits the macaque. So now we got 2 peanuts, and look at this. Immediate peanut value. Unfortunate there, but doesn't really matter. And yeah, ever since that Nuts Weekly pack, I'm all about the peanuts. Typically been more of a cashew pecan guy, but peanuts are the OG. Buy sell the pill bug for the walrus, and now we have 3 peanuts. And you can see my rolls there. Yes, I was rolling for more walrus. I was like, alright, the peanuts is on. Let's get peanuts across the board. Let's go hard. Let's see if we can get it done. But that's 9 wins, so we gotta do it fast. Pill immediately, and we got pill bug frozen. Okay, so you saw it there. I mentioned in the main run, when you have a pill and something you want to pill frozen with an owl team, you can't use the pill in the shop, right? Because you sell the mouse, it replaces. So luckily we had the pill bug frozen. It works out perfect. So no harm, no foul. Now we want to roll for another walrus pill, but not gonna have enough gold, unfortunately, for it. So just take a cow. 4 peanuts. Did we get 4 peanuts in 2 rounds? Or 3 rounds? And it's a Frost Wolf team. Later, peanuts. Unfortunate. Secretary Bird level 2. Unfortunately for them, we're just big. And big always wins. So yeah, the sheer power. I mean, this isn't even the, like, we didn't have the super scaling setup, right? We just kind of let the buffalo and llama do their thing and threw our apples on the owl, then the macaque. And it worked out. I mean, obviously a high roll on the macaque that you guys couldn't see, and llamas and buffaloes early. But yeah, super strong. Let's get into some other bonus. Super fun one here. Just gonna let it play out a little bit. It's the same setup. We're doing nothing new. We got the pill bug for the blobfish, get our sea anemone going. Turn 11, finally get a level 2. But that's okay, because once you get it rolling, the stats are pretty insane. So this one, I wanted equipment. Was not fooling around. Just wanted to show the sheer power. Even if you get the late sea anemone, as long as you have the rest of the team set up to kind of preserve your lives, you can catch up on the scaling. Alright, the buffalo and the macaque kind of carry. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. We coned Pito into a starfish. And this is the new starfish, right? So level 3 friends sold. And you wouldn't think too much of this at first. I mean, this would be an incredible coned Pito in the past with the old starfish. But we have a level 3 owl on the team. So, kind of works out perfect. If you don't know what's going to happen, we'll just see it kind of play out. It's pretty incredible considering the one game I coned Pito'd into the macaque. This game I coned Pito into the starfish. Maybe it's the sap gods rewarding me for my love of mantis and coned Pito. So we sell for the best apple. Watch the starfish. Plus 2/2 across the board. So yeah, that gave us 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 10 in buffs. Selling. So not only did we gain 3 gold, we got plus 10 in buffs from the start of our turn. Every start of our turn. Pretty powerful. So this team will yeah, just scale to the moon, right? I was like, I don't need to waste the gold on the starfish. And the sheer power of the stats. I mean, it's just not even close. It's like the early late game, right? Turn 14. Look at this. Boom, boom. Stats galore. All the oysters. All the stoats. It's just all happening. You can't stop it. At that point, I was like, alright, we got a lot of stats. Let's see what else we got. But I don't have a lot of good units in tier 5 and 6, so we get a lioness for no reason whatsoever. Would have been better to keep the starfish, but I just love coned Pitos too much. And oh no, we run into the team. Good on you, sir. Good on you. You've done it. I thought I've done it. You've done it. We've done it. We've done it. Now we have an alpaca. So that's kind of nice because this was actually my Sea Anemone achievement, I believe. So yeah, that was nice. Kind of walked into an achievement there. Because it's 9 wins. Assuming we win here. Leopard, parrot, tiger. And we barely don't break through. This is the custom pack experience. We have such a strong team with stats and equipment. And yeah, we're going down. It's a dire situation. We got an oyster. We got a Quetzalcoatl. 2 most worthless coned Pitos of my life. That was fun. I should save this ammonite. But yeah, 50-50s. Pretty much across the board for what we can scale. And it's easy from there. So there's the favorable matchup. Or the, yeah, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we had incredible scaling. The power of it. Let's roll into more. Alright, final bonus clip for this pack. Just finally showing. I know this looks like the same thing, but it's only 2 rounds here. It's going to be really quick. Just showing the sheer power. Look at this. The macaque's 25-25. The owl's 26-26. Look how much these get scaled in 2 rounds. So many stats. I think we got like plus 35 that round. Probably more, so I'm not really looking at the sea anemone. I want to call it sea urchin all the time. So we were at 25-25. And we're pretty much at 50-50. So we basically got between plus 50-50 and plus 60-60 in stats in 2 turns. So I'm just going to go round up and say we got plus 30-30 in stats each turn. That's pretty insane. that would be... I want to figure this out. What is a mammoth pill gives you plus 2/2 4 times, so it gives you plus 8/8, right? So it'd be like pilling 4 mammoths a turn, which would be 16 gold. That's just nuts. The amount of sheer scaling, right? That would be like, what does a level 3 husky or poodle give you? Plus 24/24? So it'd be like having 2 level 3 huskies or poodles scaling your whole team? I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing that all right, but it's just absolutely ridiculous. The 4 squad with the Sea Anemone just got an insane buff, and it's scary. Look, I have no equipment. It's turn 13. My team is done. Like, I could have just started using Conpitos. Imagine if I had like leopards and lionfish at tier 6 and I can just start Conpitoing these things. It's just ridiculous. I can even Conpito my macaque at a certain point to another leopard, right? I can literally spend the next 4 turns just Conpito and Water of Youth into just meta stuff. So yeah, scary potential for all this. If you stuck around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate the support. Have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.